Well, what do we have here, everyone? This is the brand spanking new Kawasaki Z7 Hybrid. Man, what an opportunity it is to have a go on this motorcycle. I think I'm going to be one of the first motorcycle journalists in the UK, perhaps even Europe, to get my hands on this bike. I mean, it's like Christmas came early. I was meant to be taking out an R7 today, but they had this in the showroom. They said it was ready for demo, and they asked me if I wanted to have a go on this instead, and I jumped at the opportunity. Man, what a bike this is. This is perhaps the future of bikes, at least in the near term. Massive thank you to Completely Motorbikes in Gloucester for letting me have a go on this awesome motorcycle for you guys. They've got dealerships up and down the UK, and I'm sure they'll do a fantastic deal on any new and used motorcycles. In terms of the way this bike looks, they haven't gone too crazy with the kind of like futuristic EV look, I don't think. And it's actually quite a small motorcycle to sit in and to look at, but the wheelbase is massive. And take a look at this, guys. No clutch lever and no gear lever. Everything is done with these buttons here on this kind of unit cluster on your left hand. Man, this is going to be a huge learning experience, I think, for everyone today, guys. But usually one of the first things that we do on these reviews is have a little listen to the soundtrack of these bikes. But do you know what? I actually want to kind of take a look first at the EV function, because it's a little bit surreal, I think. So it starts up just like any other Kawasaki bike. You got the starter right here, but let's go into EV mode first and foremost. EV, and let's push the button. No sound, but we're ready to go. So we've got plus gears here, and then minus gears here on your thumb. Here we go. This is mad. I mean, okay, it's not very quick, but it's actually quicker than I expected, you know? Seriously. I haven't got a clue how much range this bike has got or anything. I haven't had an opportunity to go through all the specs or anything today, because they literally surprised me with it. So we'll go through some of the specs that I'm aware of in a little bit later on, but look at how cool this is, man. I mean, certainly quick enough, I think, to get around and about, you know. And if we press this walk button here, look, you can reverse it. So you can walk it forward or you can reverse it. What an awesome little feature that is. And I think that is going to be more useful in kind of like the bigger motorcycles that will get this same hybrid treatment in the near future, because this bike doesn't feel all that heavy despite the wheelbase and despite the fact that it's got a battery in it and an engine. But still, this is a look at the future. I think at least in the next 10 years, I think this is what hybrid motorcycles are probably going to look like. Now, let's get into the actual running engine. And again, it's just like a normal bike, just like a normal motorcycle. It is weird, guys. To be riding a bike like this is very, very odd. But I'm all for it, man. I mean, this is innovation, don't you think? I know that a lot of people might not be all of that interested in hybrids at the moment, but I mean, if they can make these bikes just as fun as ICE motorcycles, but give people flexibility in terms of kind of like eco functionality and things like that, I mean, this could be what we're looking at, guys, for the next 10 years in terms of brand spanking new motorcycles. Right, I'm just going to pick up that camera and let's crack on with this review. Oh, this is good, guys. This is really good. Well, shall we have a little listen to the soundtrack? Definitely sounds like a parallel twin, right? Oh, I went to go and grab the clutch then. That's going to take a lot of getting used to. Oh man, how interesting this experience is. I'm changing gears with these buttons here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna grab me a clutch and pressing down on some gears today, so imaginary clutches and imaginary gears for sure. But it's interesting because the EV mode, I think if we just stop here, I think it goes through gears automatically. Here we go. Whereas I think when you're, yeah, it goes through gears automatically in the EV mode, whereas when the ICE kicks in, see if I can do it whilst I'm on the move. Oh, that's a shame. It won't let me transition to ICE whilst we're on the move. That's a shame. I mean, maybe there's a way. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like, at least in the sport mode anyway, you've got to go through the gears yourself. Let's go into the eco mode and let's see if it changes gears on its own. That one? Yep. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, it has eco mode, and then it brings in the ICE afterwards. Oh, I thought for a sec I stalled it, and I was like, how? How do you stall something that is effectively an automatic? Wow, how interesting. I think this is going to take some getting used to, but I don't think it's going to be crazy out the ordinary for an experienced motorcyclist. I think it's all been quite intuitive so far. Wow. And we've got this magic button here as well, which I'm going to be pressing in a little bit when we come and do our 0 to 60 runs. Apparently that is a go-go button. whatever that means. There's E-boost, I think is what that means. An E-boost button. Alright, let's chuck it back into sport mode. Is it going to let me? Oh, it's not going to let me put it into sport mode whilst I'm on the move. Damn. Okay, we're learning. And interesting, okay, it won't let you go down gears or... Oh, okay, so it will let you go up gears a little bit like a quick upshift when you're on the throttle, but it won't let you... Oh, that is so surreal. But it won't let you, sorry, downshift gears whilst you're on the throttle. This is odd. But I'm really enjoying it, you know. It's like a new toy. Definitely have to pull over and put it into sport mode. Well, the e-boost mode. Do you know what this bike needs? A supercharger. You know what I mean? Okay, so the eco mode, as you expect, doesn't really have a lot of pep. Yeah, very slow. But I think this bike's going to come alive when we put it into the sport mode. Well, the sport mode and the e-boost mode. There you go. Went to grab another gear. Okay, right. So let's put it into sport mode. There we go. Okay, and then e-boost is on. Oh wow. Okay. So it looks like it's just to launch. The e-boost is just to launch, but okay. Going through the gears is a bit of a slouch. But it's not so bad, you know. It's actually not quite as slow as I thought it would be, really. Let's see if we can do some 0 to 60 runs here with the e-boost. Right, we got a little bit of space here. Let's see what she does. Okay, e-boost is on. Here we go. Do you know what? I was kind of hoping that the e-boost would do a little bit more. No, we'll try it again. We'll pull over, we'll try it again. But I tell you what, it does make a difference, a huge difference to the launch of the bike. It's just when you start going through the gears, I think is when this bike starts to become a little bit lackluster to some extent. I mean, that's still super odd to me, having to use these buttons here to change gears. Yeah, look, it's got EV range there, 5 miles. So 5 miles, I mean, that's not bad if you just pop into a convenience store or something like that. That's not too bad. Okay, got a little bit of room here. Here we go. E-boost mode is on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I kind of lost where my finger was there. Let's do one more. should get a little bit of room here to do one more. See how it enables the e-boost as well when you're on the throttle, but it's not crazy. Oh no, I haven't got the room. Oh, okay, let's see if I've got the room here. Let's have a look. Just about had the room there. How odd. But really cool, man. I mean, not odd in a bad way at all. Really cool, really neat, and tell you what, it's difficult to describe because I haven't got really anything else to compare this to. It's the first time I've had a go on basically an automatic or semi-automatic motorcycle. It's my first go having a go on a hybrid. So yeah, this is very, very weird to me, guys. It's got some pep, you know. It's not crazy, it's not, I don't know, how do I describe it? I mean, I think really, in terms of the performance, the way it feels to ride, now, apparently, I mean, we'll go through the specs in a moment, but this really does feel a lot like, oh, what are you doing? Fair enough. This does feel a lot like a Z400 in a lot of ways. Maybe if anything, the Z400 is actually. So, yeah, there you go. I hit the full beam just now. Yeah, if anything, the Z400 is actually a little bit quicker than this bike. I mean, when you add that e-boost into the mix, you definitely get a big boost in torque in first gear. You really do get a bump in torque, but that does kind of diminish after you've gone past about 6,000 to 8,000 RPM or so. It's nice to have this big button here before going down gears. I think that's quite a good design choice, to be honest with you, and it is right at your fingertips, to be honest with you. It's not, it doesn't feel that far away to push the buttons. What an interesting motorcycle. Right, but anyway, let's talk some specs, shall we? There is quite a lot going on with your thumb When you're going down gears, you're indicating. You do get like a real kind of thud that launches you forward as you're upshifting, so the clutch doesn't quite bite as quick as you would on a manual. But alright, let's talk some specs, shall we? So this is the 2024 Kawasaki Z7 Hybrid. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know much about the specs, but maximum power and maximum torque, so horsepower at the crank apparently is about 60 horsepower, and I think about 60 Newton meters of torque as well. And I think just the EV mode, I think it's around about 10 horsepower or so. So about what you'd get from kind of like a 125cc equivalent, I suppose. Now weight-wise, I mean, this bike doesn't feel too heavy. It's not the most nimble thing in the world, but I think that's probably because of the long wheelbase. But you know what? If this is more than 210 kilograms wet, I'd be surprised. I think it's around about there. Maybe between 210, 220. I think it's probably about right. Thing is, I'm used to riding super heavyweight motorcycles anyway, so riding something like this isn't that intimidating for me. But if you were going to ride this, say after something like a Z400, the Z400 is significantly lighter than this bike. What are they, about 190 kilograms wet, something like that? And I think this is quite a jump up in terms of weight from something like a Z400. But honestly, like, I think this is a fantastic start. If they can develop this e-boost kind of technology, then they can get battery densities higher, they can get more power out of batteries, and maybe more powerful electric motors. And I think this has got a really good shot of becoming kind of like that next evolutionary step. You know how cars kind of went through a very similar thing where hybrids started coming out in the mid-2000s to, well, that's scary, isn't it? Mid-2000s to 2010, something like that, and then they kind of were the norm. The kind of like EV technology, they were kind of the norm until roughly 2015, 2020 or so, and then that's when the EV market kind of took over. I suspect this is going to be a very similar thing for motorcycles as well, where we're going to go through this hybrid kind of experience first before going into full EV. But ergonomics though, honestly, very, very comfortable, very neutral. This here is me sitting upright, and this here is where the handlebars are. Not a very big throwaway at all. It does have a bit of a slowish pickup from third gear, but again, when you consider the amount of power this bike has, considering in relation to the weight, power to weight ratio, then it is kind of to be expected. I mean, that's one of the things I think these manufacturers are probably desperate to do, is really lighten the weight of these bikes. If they can do that, then I think they've got a winner on their hands. Not a lot of vibration. There's a little bit coming in through my feet. Hardly any coming through my hands here. Apart from in lower RPMs, of course, there is a little bit of grunt there. So yeah, it's not too bad, I don't think, the vibrations, in my humble opinion. So what are these bikes going for at the moment? Well, Completely Motorbikes here in Gloucester, they've got them advertised for around about £12,000 on the road, between 12 and 12,500 pounds on the road. And I think that's the same price for the Z and the Ninja hybrid, I think. But again, guys, yeah, they jumped me on this one, and I think we'll probably do another video that's a little bit more refined, I think. Yeah, a little bit later on, I think we'll do another video on this bike, a little bit of a recap and really go through everything. I didn't even get a nod. They probably looked at this bike and thought it was a scooter. Oh, I hope not. Oh, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating, guys. And I am getting used to this gearing setup. And I'll tell you what, I do want to go back into that eco mode again. I'll tell you what, actually, let's go down this road just in EV mode. We've got 5 mile of EV range, so let's do that. Let's see what kind of the top speed is here. It is a bit slow. But yeah, I mean, these kinds of roads, these kinds of speeds, getting about, I've got 6 miles of range. Apparently, I don't know what the top end range would be of this kind of bike. Maybe like, this is so weird, it feels like I'm riding an electric scooter. Yeah, what was I saying? You know, if you're just getting to the shops nearby or something like that, this is going to be a bit odd, isn't it? We've got people outside. Let's see how they react. But this is fine. It does take a little bit of time to get up to speed, but yeah, this is all right, you know. What I might do is go up the road a little bit further when the speed limit goes up, and then just pin it and see what the top speed is of this bike in EV mode. This is so odd, guys. But really cool. I think this is going to get a lot of looks, you know. You're seeing a bike with an exhaust and everything, but it doesn't make any noise. All you can hear is the whine. I mean, shall we do a little kind of jump off the line? Here we go. Let's see what this bike's got. Come on. Oh wow, are you going to be able to get to 50? Okay, so 4th gear is the max gear that you got. 42 mile an hour is the max speed that you've got. Absolutely perfect for just riding around town. It's a bit of a shame that I can't just kick it on. You kick on the engine. I mean, what we'll do, we'll pull over and we'll do kind of like a little 0 to 30 run, I think, once this car's got past. Right, let's line ourselves up. Right, here we go, 0 to 30. There we go, and then 0 to 40. There we go, not bad, you know. Not bad. I'm going to see if I can get to the spot where I'm going to shoot the next video today. I have no idea what that's going to be just yet. All on the EV charge. And see if I can, well, see how many people I end up annoying. This is so weird. I kind of want a motorcycle to have a bit of noise, you know? This feels so weird. And I imagine this is kind of similar to what it would feel like if you were driving an EV car for the first time, where it just makes no noise apart from that whine. Oh, look, 43 mile an hour. Oh, come on. And I'm saving fuel, guys. I'll tell you what, that would be the next step, wouldn't it? Is if you could take the battery out of it and charge it in your home. So then you can almost run the bike exclusively on the EV kind of part. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think so. I think that the battery charges as you ride it. But that would be neat, don't you think? Is it going to let me? No, it won't let me change gears on my own in the EV mode. It won't let me change them manually. Once the bike gets going, it's a little bit slow to get moving, but once it does, once it's up around about this speed, over 20 mile an hour. I mean, look at this. This is perfect. I'm saving fuel, guys. I'm saving fuel. Can you imagine? I mean, that's probably the thing that uses the most fuel, isn't it? Is when you're doing them shorter journeys. And you're not going to have to use any fuel. Now, I'm not going to filter, because if I do, I think I'm going to annoy people. Oh, should I just do it anyway? Joe, I'm tempted. I'm gonna filter. Screw it. Especially because we've got this van here. I'm gonna be able to be faster than that van, surely, even in the EV mode. So it looks like here you've got your battery kind of charge level here and your fuel level on this side. This is so cool. I got a nod. I got a nod. Yes. Oh, okay. This is interesting. We're going a little bit uphill. Let's see if the bike struggles. No. It got up to 40. And this is uphill as well. I mean, I am pinning the throttle back. I say throttle. I mean, you know what I mean. 100% power. I mean, obviously, you are going to drain the battery really quickly if you go 100% power. Oh look, 44 mile an hour. Going downhill, but... Wow. I'll tell you what, I really didn't know what to expect, guys, but this has been actually quite the experience, and a positive one, I think. Yeah. I do like it, and I didn't know if I would, but I do like it. Now, usually, of course, at the end of our reviews, we'd have a listen to that soundtrack one last time, but that doesn't seem like the right thing to do, you know, especially considering we managed to get here at our second shoot spot for the day on the EV charge. Absolutely fascinating, everyone. What an experience it is, and what an opportunity today has been. Again, massive thank you to Completely Motorbikes in Gloucester for letting me have this first look at the Z7 Hybrid, and in effect the Ninja 7 Hybrid as well. It's very, very similar to this. It's just got a little bit more fairing. So honestly, what an experience. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know if you're looking to buy one of these as well. I'd be curious. And why? What is your reasoning for buying something like this? I think this kind of motorcycle would suit actually quite a lot of riders. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and as always, go ahead, leave that like, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss any more of our reviews going forward of Kawasaki motorcycles. And we'll catch you all in the next video. Everyone take care, ride safe.